Send this over to the appropriate sources, and then we'll be good. Oh, Chris, you're good.
Alrighty. Hello, NuLui tribe, and welcome to Tribal Council, y'all's first one as a swapped tribe. And I am back to my question job for this. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go to Laura for this one, since Laura did get the highest score on y'all's tribe for this immunity challenge. So, Laura, what was the immunity challenge that you guys had to participate in for this round?
So it was basically a bunch of question. It was like a memory type thing. We had like a bunch of prods pictures that we were shown for like 5 seconds all at once, and then we were asked a question about what we saw, and it was 8 questions in total, just like attention to detail, quick memory, basically. And I was very surprised I did that well. I ain't even gonna lie.
And real quick, how are you feeling, you guys coming so close to winning that challenge and ultimately being at Tribal Council?
Eh, I mean, it sucks that we're here. Um, Something I noticed, we had some high scores and some low scores, and theirs was pretty average all across the board, and then they just outperformed us. It is what it is.
Okay. So, next I am going to go to Miners. So, Miner, this is your first tribal council that you are attending this season. How are you feeling now that your winning streak that you were on is now come to an end and you are sitting here tonight?
Um, Kind of sad. I wish I kind of beat my winning streak from the heat wave. Um, but it's tribal council, so like I'm always anxious. Um, yeah, I think that sums up. Anxious, but okay, I think. Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna turn around and go to Lee for this one. So Lee, this is you have been attending tribal council every single round, well, besides the third round with the walk happening. You've attended tribal council and this is now your third time here. How are you feeling that you keep coming back and being a frequent visitor?
It really sucks because I've been really giving it my all in these challenges that I participated in. Like, this is my third time back here, and I just want to come back and prove myself because the second time I came back, I didn't do so hot. So, like, coming back here for a third time and consistently going to tribal council, it really does suck because I'm basically fighting to stay alive every tribal council. So I'm like, I'm really having to earn my way to merge or another swap or anything. So yeah, if whatever happens will happen, I guess. But yeah, I'm nervous.
Okay. So Jordan Lee's Lee is feeling saying he stating he is feeling nervous. Do you feel that's been the vibe going on with the discussions leading up to tribal council tonight and things have been more quieter, or do you think things have been more open?
Uh, Sorry, I might have lost my voice. I feel like everybody's nervous because I mean it's Survivor and it's Tribal Council. It's not Big Brother. It's not two people at risk. It's the everybody, and with everything in play and everything that's happening, I feel like it was a lot It kind of went in waves. It's kind of like it was people were talking and then they weren't and then they were. So I feel like it's just all of us are nervous. We just don't know. It's a lot. Yeah.
So next I am gonna go to Cameron. So Cameron, you guys did swap this round, so y'all are no longer on your original tribes, and the tribe breakdown on this current tribe is 5 people from your original Sevilla tribe and 3 people from the Lu tribe. Do you feel that tribal lines are a deciding factor for this tribal council?
I'm so sorry. I'm double doing stuff. Can you repeat that one more time?
Yes, I can. So, you guys just did swap this round, and you and 4 other people came from the original Sevilla tribe, and there's 3 original Lu tribe members here. Do you feel that tribal lines have any kind of impact or any affect anything that's happening with this tribal council tonight?
That I'm not sure. I think it's very much still early on. So talking to people outside of a tribe just to try to build bonds and stuff, but there's also those bonds that you might have formed on the OG. I think it might be different for every individual, possibly. I'm very open to talking and being social, but some people might or may not also. So I think it's very much depending on the individual that you ask.
Okay, and so I'm gonna go to Giraffes. So Giraffes, you are also a frequent visitor at these tribal councils. Do you feel that the discussions and everything happening with the vote for this round, have they been any different from the previous times you've been here, or has it been similar for you?
Not really. Like there have been murmurings going on, and then it seems like as we get closer, things get more solid. So pretty much the same, because like for the first two, they were also, lack of better words, pretty simple. Even though they got kind of crazy, they were still at the end of the day kind of more on the simpler side because it was pretty much like, yeah, everybody agreeing on the one and then bye. So it's definitely still feeling a little bit like that. But that is also where the nerves can come in because, as you've said, I'm also not blind. You know, I've heard from a lot of people that, myself included, that we don't want to just necessarily stay with tribal lines because that can be pretty, very boring very fast. But at the same time, it's also that there in that background with the little paranoia monster likes to live, being like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So you just have to pray that the paranoia monster shuts the ever loving fuck up. And well, let's just let you sit back, relax, and enjoy what could be very clearly a very easy round. But you never know.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to X. So X, you did lose your partner in round one, and this is now the first tribal council that you are attending. How has that been like for you without having your duo in the game to maneuver around?
Um, to be blunt, emotionally fucking sucks, I'll tell you that. To start this game off in round one, lose my literal best friend sucks for the morale boost. If I want to look at the game, I guess there's positive and negative. I guess it can be a positive because other people might want to group me in. I'm technically a free agent. Um, I think the downside is like I didn't have anyone like giving me information. Like when people can open their duo chats open, I didn't have that. So that's definitely a downside. Like I have to trust what maybe other people bring to me if they bring anything to me. So I think that's a downside. Um, but I do want to say, Jimmy, thank you for coming with me. I had hoped you would last longer than round one. I don't know what you were doing. I don't know how it went down for you. Um, but yeah, I think there's pros and cons, but emotionally definitely a tough start.
Okay. And now I'm gonna go to Tawny. So Tawny, what is the most important thing for you when deciding on how you will be casting your vote tonight with this new swap tribe?
What's the most important?
To you, yes.
I think just like being able to trust the people that I'm voting with and being able to build or to continue to build the trust that's been going on for the past two tribals now. Um and just going with that because like if you don't trust people on your tribe, what are you doing? Like you can't do anything without trust. So
And, um, I'm gonna ask another question. I'm gonna ask a Seb question. I'm gonna try and ask it. Seb, correct me if I word it wrong because you had to correct me last season. For all of you, in one word, what is the question? What is gonna be the reaction? Or in one word, describe the reaction of once the person's voted out.
Yeah, so in one word, tell me how, or tell me, see, now you got me forgetting the question. In one word, how do you think people are going to react when the last vote is read tonight?
Hopefully relieved. First off, tribal will be kind of done at that point. Um,
I would say maybe like loyalty, because Tanya mentioned, like with everything that's happening, it should be like a simple thing going forward. So I would say that.
Okay. And also, before I get to my usual two questions, I do want to ask another question for all of you. So with this tribal council, you guys are losing somebody on your tribe, but with exile, you guys are going to be getting Mike on your tribe. How are y'all feeling about losing and then gaining a new tribe member?
I'll be the one to say, to quote a few other people that I've talked to about that specific situation. It feels like we're losing twice. I'll just say that, and then or as Tanya said in chat, I've never heard silence quite that loud. Um, but yeah, it, it I'm just gonna leave it at that and have and ask, please, next question very fast. Please, next question.
Okay. So I'm gonna get to the usual two questions. If you think you are the person getting voted out and going to be the fourth person out of this game, raise your hand.
I mean,
Okay, we
I'm
got
always concerned.
okay, we got a
Same,
couple hand
Jordan.
raises,
Same,
three hand raises.
that nerve
Okay.
is alive and well.
Oh, we got a fourth hand that went up. Okay. Alrighty. And if y'all were to compare, some of you guys have not been to tribal council to know my question that's been come up with this season. So here y'all go. If y'all were to compare this tribal council, this round to a time period, decade, or any historical event, what would it be and why?
the Great
Okay.
Depression, because I'm sick of being at tribal, and I know other people are sick of it.
X, you stole my joke.
Nah, it's just we're two brain cells on the same wave. It's okay. Great minds think alike.
I would say
Damn.
maybe like the Cold War because of the paranoia that's happening all the time.
I'm just gonna say a random year. 1981.
that, I'm gonna hand it off to Seth.
All right. If anyone has any pre-vote advantages or anything else they'd like to say, now would be the time to do so. All right, it is time to vote. Please go in your prod chat and let us know if you are or are not voting. If you are voting, let us know how many votes you will be submitting. As well, we are live with the VIP viewers, and the viewers will see this after it is live. So if you want to make any shout outs, now be the time. I will be back with the votes.
Shout out to V, my prod guest, and shout out to Mac. I wouldn't have asked to have done this with anybody else. Love you, bitch.
I might as well go ahead and shout out Jared, my prod guest, since that's my third time here and I haven't done it, and he's probably really sad about it.
He's probably so sad.
I'm surprised he hasn't said anything, honestly.
I don't have a prod guest, so shout out to the books I got today.
So I don't have a prod guest either, so shout out to if anybody's watching or will watch in the future. Hello.
Shout out to my prod guest, Zach, and shout out to all of the Distortion 13 players.
I'll do a shout out to Jom, who has graced me with his presence yet again. Thank you, Job. You're the best. You're funny. You call me out, and honestly, just love your name. So thanks for that.
We're a real chatty bunch, aren't we?
My heart's fucking having like a spasm right now. I hate tribal, and this is I can't imagine those of you who've gone to here now twice prior. So I don't feel much like
God damn. You're so
I'm glad you're finally experiencing our pain. But I hope that also we never have to experience it again. Oh my God, Seb's here.
What's up, talk?
Seb has that creepy smell that one guy from Scary Movie 2 had, the one with the tiny hand. Like like same kind of creepy
I'm
insistence.
cutting you off there. I'm offended. Anyways. Okay, I have the votes, but first, if anyone has any minion or any advantages would like to play, now it's time to do so. All right, votes are blocked. When I read the final vote, this person will have just a couple of seconds to say their goodbyes. Leave the Zoom. I can confirm there are 10 votes in the urn. First vote. Lee. Second vote. Cameron. Third vote. Lee. Fourth vote. Cameron. Fifth vote. Lee. Sixth vote. Lee. Seventh vote. And the third person voted out, Distortion Survivor, Before and Beyond, Lee. Lee, if you have any final words, now would be the time to say them.
No, not really. Yuck.
Lee, well, Lee left, but just want to say, Lee, you are honestly one of the most iconic people to ever play Distortion. I know this is not what anyone wants to be
out so early, but I do appreciate your time and play. But unfortunately, the tribe has spoken. I was gonna say I need the Zoom, but they've already left. So I need you guys to stay on real quick though. Give me a second.